This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 4-5.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway the morning, Shade 4-5, man. Top of the hour. Welcome to the show. If you're just now tuning in, we're in the midst of a celebration tonight.
We are.
And today and night, and for the rest of the remainder of the year.
Just be honest.
40 years it's been since the Golden State Warriors have been able to go to the big dance and bring home this trophy. And considering all we've gone through, Heather B.
Oh, no, Sway,
in the Bay
my
Area,
goodness.
This is good news for us. This is to erase all the negative stigma that they put on this place. Such a beautiful place. Come out and play.
I hate this dude
This
now,
again.
officially. This guy's voice, man, is killing me. I'm bitter.
No, don't be bitter. The reason why I start playing this mix is not just because of the championship that we won. It's because of our next guest, who has so much in common with me, Heather, which is why I wanted him to be on the show.
Okay, tell me something you guys have in common.
Well,
one thing.
We're from the Bay Area.
Oh, gosh. I have to hear more.
I'm from Oakland. I believe you from San Francisco?
Northern California, Hillsborough, the peninsula.
Down on the peninsula. So he, like me, is basking in the glory of this Golden State Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Bay Area native Eric Dane is here. Man.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you something. It's interesting you ran that clip from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because what did Shaq say the last time he won a championship with the Lakers? Remember what he said?
Can you dig it? No.
Cyrus.
Oh, he said, Can
you dig it?
That was pretty good, Eric.
You went down in the belly with that.
The bowels. we know him from Grey's Anatomy, Marley and Me. He's done a lot burlesque, but he's a part of this new movie. It's called The Last Ship. I've been seeing a lot of, I'm a movie guy, so I've been seeing a lot of trailers about The Last Ship, but he's here with us today so we could bask in the glory. We'll talk about the movie. And I was playing some music, Souls and Mischief, and you were sharing a story. People wouldn't even know when they see you on Grey's Anatomy or they see you on the big screen how much of a hip-hop head you are.
I love it all, man.
Yeah.
I love anything that sounds good.
Yeah.
But I love hip-hop because that's what I kind of grew up on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was at a show at the Warfield, and I think we just determined that was right around 93, 94, somewhere around there.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, because the Souls and Mischief just came out with that track. It was De La Soul, De La Soul, Souls and Mischief. The Alcoholics opened up, and the headliner at the time was De La Soul over Tribe Called Quest.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Over Tribe Called Quest, who became, De La, Eric, which is interesting, has never got off the road. Like, they are still touring.
Are you kidding me?
Not at all, man. They put out new music recently.
We saw them in the airport coming back from South by Southwest.
Wow. Yeah. The Native Tongue family.
It's like, I guess you could liken like a journey for an artist, a musician, to that of an actor. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may not be a part of the big project, the blockbuster project, but you're still working. You know what I mean? Sometimes you may not. Oh, yeah. Right? You've taken jobs that haven't been on the radar, I suppose, right?
You've listed a couple of them.
And so you got to keep going. I mean, they in it for the love of it, so
right.
They're still going, man. So you went to, what high school you went to in the Bay?
I went to San Mateo High in San Mateo, California.
Okay, I went to Oakland High. Man, this is my dude. We about to go to Pier 39, man.
Go grab a beer. Celebrate.
Have a beer. You could beatbox, I'll rap. We could put the hat out,
Jesus.
get some money or something.
that was your kick drum?
Yeah. Right? All right, I'm opening up the phone lines. Eric Dane is here. You want to talk with him? We're going to talk about this new movie, 888-742-3345. We're going to keep it in the Bay. This the Loonies. I got 5 on you. Remember this, Eric?
I do.
Yeah? You ever smoked to this, too?
I did.
Yeah, my man, Eric Dane. Sway in the morning.
The Last Ship. The new season begins this June on TNT.
This is the second season of The Last Ship. I described it as a movie because that's the feel I got from it, Heather B. When I watched it.
The trailers.
Exactly. This is the season 2 premiere taking place this Sunday on TNT, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's a 2-hour premiere, right?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
You weren't that far off.
Yeah, it's a movie. Eric Dane, Commander Tom Chandler is here. And this is an interesting, back in the day, you would have a premise like this where it's a global viral pandemic. It wipes out 80% of the population. All these folks get on. How many people are on a ship, on the last ship?
On our ship, there's about 220 people.
220 people. And back in the day, that would have been like science fiction. But nowadays, you can actually see this being a possibility.
Well, I mean, if you think of that Ebola outbreak that happened in Africa, that was a pretty isolated case.
Yeah.
Had that happened in a densely populated area, it would have been a wrap on a lot of the population. All you need is a few dudes to get on a plane and fly into another densely populated city. Mm-hmm. It's over.
It's over. Which is interesting, Eric. Eric Dane is here, by the way. 888-742-3345. I had just moved into a new place. Remember, with the Ebola outbreak, there was a doctor that came back from over in Africa. And he came to New York, and he went back to his old routine of going to the gym, going to the bodega, riding the trains. That guy lived directly across the street from me. So
the guy who brought the wow.
Yeah, so they had to quarantine this building, our entire block, like for 3 weeks. There were like news trucks up and down the block. They would block off the. Why are you looking at me like that? That's a true story, Heather.
Oh no, I remember.
You remember that?
Yeah, I'm just looking at you still, waiting for you to cough.
Waiting for me to cough.
I'll just say, Eric.
I'll save you.
But why is this? I love what's happening with TV now. This is shot. It feels like a movie. Is that purposely done, or why is that?
Well, I mean, the scope of this production is huge, and if you're gonna try to tackle something like the last naval destroyer, guided missile destroyer on the planet, you got to first get an actual $3 billion guided missile destroyer.
Okay. Yeah.
So automatically, the size of the production becomes huge when you involve the Navy and get them wrapped up in this nonsense.
Yeah. So the Navy is really
we could not make this show without the Navy.
Wow. So do you guys borrow it? Do they charge y'all a renting fee?
Well, we're taxpayers. So technically,
you paid for this.
They're our ships. Right.
So could my team and me, could we borrow a ship like that too?
You call Phil at the Pentagon.
Okay.
Call the Pentagon, ask for Phil.
You got Phil's info? No.
I got Phil. And if you lay out a compelling enough reason to have your show broadcast from a naval destroyer.
Yeah.
You may get some traction on that. Call Phil.
I might need your backing on that, Eric Dane. Just, representing the yay.
I got your back.
Okay. Yo, Eric told me that he used to listen to Sway and Tech, the Wake Up Show.
I did.
Yeah. And he actually invested in the show.
I bought a mixtape.
Oh, that's hot.
He was just asking me, I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't know if you were the same Sway, like, are you still alive type thing. I got that, Eric. I'm still here, though, bro. I'm still here. And he brought up this song that we did with Chino. He said Chino XL. And anytime anyone mentions Chino XL to me, that's when I know you really know your shit. You were really there. And it was this song right here that King Tech and I produced called The Anthem. That got really... We actually had the video with Eminem, Tech Nine, RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, KRS-One, Chino XL, Cool G Rap, J.O. Felony, Pharoah Monch.
I just saw KRS-One perform.
What?
At my buddy's 40th birthday party.
Oh, wow.
Really?
At a birthday party.
And he did 45 minutes, freestyle, whatever. He played all the classics. And I was as far away from you right now as I was to him.
To KRS-One?
Watching KRS-One do his thing. This close. For 45 minutes.
In someone's house or just
in a house.
Wow.
In a house. It was a big house, but it was a house.
Turning 40 is different now. Very different.
You don't go to the club. You don't go out to the concert. You bring the club and the concert
to
you.
To the big house.
So immediately afterwards, you could just walk upstairs and go to sleep, right?
I don't know. Is there any logical explanation for why KRS-One is not a huge star in the hip hop world? He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's not a huge star. He never got his due, I don't think. I mean, people respect him.
Yeah.
But can we all agree, is there there aren't too many people out there that are better than KRS-One. You have KRS-One, you have Rakim.
Yep.
Now you have Eminem.
Mm-hmm. You're saying lyrically, he's always been.
He's just. I mean, he just didn't. No, very few people do it better than him.
He didn't. Well, one of the reasons why I believe personally is that he didn't assimilate or he didn't change his message for the sake of the time. So sometimes his messaging, I think, the truth that would come out of his messaging wasn't marketable,
right?
To record companies, they didn't deem it to be marketable or valuable to what they were trying to do in terms of distribution. So,
that makes sense.
Which a lot of artists face that problem. You got a Talib Kweli who
not radio friendly.
Not necessarily. It is to us,
right?
But to me, it is.
Yeah. But not
lyrically. It's a little tough for most people to.
Well, I think just like our public school system, it's not designed necessarily to make us smarter. You know, I think it's more of a discipline thing to keep us in line and have us go through a process. But
I never thought about it like that. That kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, we have so many privileges and liberties over here. If you educate the masses of people too much, then what's going to keep them from rebelling? You know, and so with music, I think it's the same thing with KRS-One and artists like that. They put so much education. I mean, he had an album called Edutainment, you know, so they put so much education in the music. It's not popular to the powers that be. So rather than play his song, you might play a song that just talks about
getting fucked up.
Yeah, you know. And
I can't stand music. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
I can't stand people just talking about money and getting fucked up.
Yeah.
It just doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
But KRS-One spoke to me, you know, and I didn't go through anything he went through growing up. His life experience is the polar opposite of my life experience, but I could connect with him. And that's a gift, you know. He's like the package deal. He's big. He's got this voice that's as distinct as it gets.
But he's respected, Eric Dane.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and hey, man, you at the top of my respect chart, right? I'm having a hip hop conversation with Eric Dane,
like a real hip hop conversation.
Like
he ain't bringing up bullshit.
Either.
He like, I was there. I got this mixtape. I was kicking it with Chris.
Man, I'm never gonna call you McSteamy, man. You my homie. This is my homie. You want to talk with Eric? 888-742-3345. Let's play some KRS-One. Special request. Eric Dane is here. You know him from Grey's Anatomy, The Last Ship. That was his request. Jose's in Miami. Jose, good morning. How you doing?
What up, Jose?
Yo, what's good, Tracy G? What's good, Eric?
Hey, bro.
What's good, Sway? What's good, Heather B? Everybody.
What
Yo,
up,
shout out to
family?
y'all, man.
Yo.
Yo, man, y'all always talk about what I be talking about with my friends, and I so feel you on this hip hop conversation about the commercial hip hop versus the real, kick knowledge, just raw rap. And it's hard because me, even as an artist myself, I do music just kind of personally, but it's so hard between trying to make something that's commercially good that people will rock with you and making something that just comes off as like too lyrical or even corny sometimes, but never corny. Just it's hard. People have a hard time accepting the lyrical rap when it's something that the media doesn't portray as acceptable or like it's not socially, something dope that people can talk about. So that's why I love y'all, man. That's why I always rock with y'all. Y'all play the real hip hop. Y'all play, a great mix of both worlds.
Yeah, but isn't it great to see how, the music, bridges? Like I was telling, I did this interview with Minister Louis Farrakhan 2 weeks ago, and I was asking him a question about the impact that hip hop makes in its influence and how it's become more influential than religion in many respects because it's the conversation. I don't know how you grew up. You grew up Christian, Catholic, or
neither?
Neither.
Yeah.
Believer, non-believer.
Believer.
Believer. Okay. So what? But and so I grew up Christian, and then Rasta, and then Yoruba, all these different religions that came together, and in it there'll be people from different walks of life. But the one common denominator we had is this conversation that I'm having with Eric Dane.
Yeah.
We're talking about hip hop and music and then the messaging in it. And I think it's great that we could, I know this man from seeing his face all over the TV screen or, all the work he's done. But I never imagined I'd be able to have this dialogue with Eric Dane. McSteamy.
Pleasure surprise.
You told me you weren't going to call me that anymore.
He lied.
I wasn't. I didn't buy into that. But that's great. We're going to go to Ed in California. Ed,
what up, Ed?
Ed, what up?
Eddie.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, Sway? How you doing, Miss Heather B?
Hey, boo.
Hey, love.
Eric Dane,
Yo.
How you doing, man? I watched The Last Ship last season. It was good.
Thank you.
I'm on the road, so I really can't watch the beginning. But my wife and my kids, they love you on Grey's Anatomy on The Last Ship. But
Right on. Thank you.
My respect for you now, as an actor, I have to put you on my top 10 list.
Wow.
I don't know much about you, and there's another thing that Northern California, Oakland, for me being from Sacramento, it's the capital. I was wondering, Sway, why haven't you never come visit us?
Me?
Whoa.
Well, you went from Eric to me. Eric's here. You could
Answer the question, Sway.
Thank you, Eric.
Hey, Sway, I followed you on MTV. Oh, man,
Okay,
Hey, man,
Ed.
He on your neck, Sway.
Ed.
Damn.
Ed and Heather, you guys know I don't want to embarrass Ed, but I was in Sacramento 4 weeks ago. But yeah, I was at Sac High.
Whoops.
And I went out there with 7th Streeter, and we did Get School, where I go across the country and talk to kids about education. I have been there, Ed.
Okay, well, you know what? My hat's off to you, brother, and I love you guys' show. But Eric Dane, I'm looking forward for this season.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Sway, congratulations to you. Thank you for coming to Sacramento.
No problem, man.
And Heather B, keep up the good work. And Tracy G, keep giving us the entertainment news. Thank you.
Thank you. He on everybody.
Cool.
DB, got Eric Dane here, man. You are a movie junkie. You're the guy who.
It's not a movie.
Okay, I know, but it is. It's a 2-hour, premiere Sunday.
Right, now,
that's a movie.
I thought it was a movie just like you when I first saw the trailer for season 1 and it was coming out, and I was like, oh shit, when's this going to be in theaters?
I don't know I think Hulu carries us, but it's a binge show. You want to watch. If you would have watched all 10 episodes last year back to back, it would have been like a 10-hour movie.
Yeah.
So it's one of those shows, I think, where people are going to download, the entire season and spend the weekend in a dark room watching it.
The room needs to be dark?
Well, it is a movie.
Cinematic
effects. Good point.
I just wanted to ask, with Walking Dead and The Last Man on Earth, which are also apocalypse-based series, do you feel like Michael Bay being a part of your guys' stuff is going to give you or gives you the advantage over those two shows?
Absolutely. But the shows are, it's apples and oranges. We're not, we're kind of like watching the apocalypse as it happens. And there is no undead. But they got a very similar vibe to them. And I think, Michael Bay, when it comes to, dynamic cinema, I don't think anybody does it better. So, we got a couple things going for us, for sure.
Very good.
That was your question? That was a pretty damn good question.
Yeah, I like that question.
You like that question?
I did.
Good job, DB.
Heather, Eric's here, and she was calling you by your nickname, and I was calling you
Eric,
Eric.
We bonded already. No, you know why? Because I was just wondering, Eric, and I was telling Sway, like, it must be hard when people just kind of, I don't know too many dudes besides Sway, like if they were hot and they would just like go around and just.
Did you just call me hot?
No, I said if you were hot.
Oh, if I were.
If you were hot, and people was just like, okay, we're gonna now call Sway like McBrownie or like McChocolatey or something. Like he would be bragging about it, but you just kind of seem like really low key and you just like flowing into all your hotness. But how is it for real?
I just stay as stoned as I can at all
Nice.
times.
That's my dude.
And nothing phases me.
Yeah. Spoken like a true
He's
Bay
a
Area.
Scorpio though too. We kind of Tracy G and I we found out you were Scorpio too, so that works well for us. Yeah, we're Scorpios.
Just to clear the record, I don't stay stoned all the time. But
good
thank you
choice of word.
Thank you for the brotherhood. Though. I appreciate that.
Nice edit.
I don't either, so it's good.
What was your question, Heather?
The one who doesn't.
It seemed like it doesn't faze you. Like you just like an everyday dude to know that you have this thing. We all laughed about the McSteamy, but you listen to hip hop. When you go home, do you chill Sway fishes when he has his time off and watches the Nature Channel and Lifetime?
That's cool.
And Hallmark. What do you do on their downtime?
I play with my kids. I mean, literally, you know,
okay.
I'm a stay at home. Like, I like being at home with my family, my wife and my kids. And they're 5 and 3.5.
Oh,
so there's a lot. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you're playing and then resting, basically.
So tell me about fishing. I caught a 72-pound king salmon on the Kenai River when I was 12 years old.
When you were 12?
I was 12. The fish was bigger than I was.
72 pounds?
Yeah.
Were you fly fishing, or what was your method? You remember?
We were drift boat.
Drift boat?
Yeah.
In the Bay Area, I fished for sturgeon under the Martinez Bridge.
That's a big fish.
Big fish. Flounder off the rock wall in Alameda. Rock cod, link cod, striped bass in the ocean. Go down to Monterey,
Oh, yeah.
So we fish for shark. In the Delta area, I would fish for a largemouth, smallmouth bass.
Did you ever catch a shark?
I've caught leopard sharks and sand sharks.
It's crazy what's going on in North Carolina, right? That same shark. Is it South Carolina or North Carolina, the shark attacks?
Right in kids were
in
swimming.
the Carolinas.
Yeah, the Carolinas.
They're having shark attacks?
They had
I thought it was north.
two kids got, like
bit by
teenagers,
sharks.
got their arm, one of them got their arm taken off by the same shark. The attacks happened an hour apart.
That's unusual. Usually, that shark must be hungry or territorial.
Both.
Both,
yeah.
Right? Wow, were they surfing or were they just?
They were kids. They were in waist deep water.
Damn. See, I don't do that. I'd stay on the boat or land.
I don't want my kids in the water.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Especially if that area has a record of sharks. A shark. Damn, man, you just took that story and took it over. I'm gonna change some mood. We got a game for you, Eric Dane. Eric Dane is here. All right, what we talking about, DB?
It's called Pick Your Poison.
Great production. How does this game work?
Well, basically, we're just gonna give him some choices for him to pick from, and it's not gonna be good stuff. So we're gonna see what you go with. Question number 1.
Ready.
Eat nothing but fast food for the rest of your life, or be a strict vegetarian?
Be a strict vegetarian.
So would that make him Mac Dreamy or Mac Steve?
You can pick that one.
Macaroni.
Okay, there it is. All right, okay.
All right. McSteamy died on Grey's Anatomy from injuries sustained after a plane crash. If it was between fire, drowning, or a plane crash, how would you exit this earth?
Oh my God! Those three?
Yep.
A plane crash.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
Really?
Wow.
Fire, drowning, you have to be around for that. Plane crash, you're just like 1 minute you're there, and the next minute you're not.
You witness your own death.
Number 3, would you rather walk butt-ass naked in the gay pride parade or not have sex for a year?
Oh my God.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Yeah.
I will walk butt-ass naked through the gay pride parade.
Just get it over with, right?
Just get it over with.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 2-second walk.
A lot of McSteamy comments on that walk.
It might not make it out of that one. Number 4, give up acting for the rest of your life or do nothing but low-budget straight-to-video films.
Ooh.
I would have to give up acting for the rest of my life.
Just fish, man. Play for kids and fish.
Okay, last question. Fuck, marry, kill. Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, or Beyonce?
Oh, yeah, I love this.
Something, marry, kill. Fuck, marry, kill.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the 3? Kim Kardashian,
Rihanna, and Beyonce.
I would fuck my wife. I would marry my wife. I would kill my wife.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Smart man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, great answers, by the way, Eric Dane. I didn't know if you were going to make it through that last question. All right. Man, listen, man, this has been an absolute joy having you on, man.
Thank you very much.
Anytime, bro. Anything you doing, come up here and see us, man. The Last Ship, the 2-hour premiere, season 2 is this Sunday on TNT at 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to encourage all our citizens to support this show.
Check it out.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. Binge watch it in the dark room, okay?
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.